Everybody, this is Shelby, and we are going to do our third video of pushing Tesoro's buttons. Today I'm going to go over what I kind of classify as physical pressure and how he responds and how I ask him to do it. We're going to start with our flexions. Now, I don't necessarily expect my horses to flex all the way around to their shoulder. I only need them to flex just past the width of their shoulder. But with him, I pick up my lead and I just bring it with me. Now, what's nice about that is if he's following a rein, I should be able to just bring a little bit, a little bit more, a little bit more. That's a horse that's paying attention through his flexions and following a rein, not just bending around automatically. So we're going to switch to sides. And I hold my rein, hold my lead. I call it a rein because it essentially is a rein. So I'm holding it like I would if I was riding him. So I'm going to pick up my lead and I'm going to move my hand. He should just follow it. Good boy. Pick up my lead, maybe just a little bit here. Maybe we'll just come a little bit. Maybe we'll just come a little bit more. Maybe we'll come all the way as far as he can go. I use that when I want him to flex. It's this light. He just follows it, and he doesn't have to flex all the way because we want this to connect to him. We want this to connect to his feet. You're such a good boy. Next, we're going to do his hindquarters, yielding his hindquarters over. Get my rope sorted out here. When I'm doing close groundwork, I normally have the lead over their withers. I'm out of sorts here. So the other thing, even though he's a short horse, he needs to be able to put his head down. So I'm going to grab Pinky up because if I was riding him, this is my rein, and if I followed my rein all the way up to the lead, my Pinky would be up. And I'm not going to pull him down. I'm just going to relax a little bit of my weight, and he should just follow it down. I normally teach all my horses that just because it's good practice for putting the bridle on. Tesoro's not a big horse, but you might have some little kid riding him or something in the future, and it'd just be nice that he puts his head down to put the bridle on, to put his halter on, and what have you. So now we'll get to yielding the hindquarters around. So with Tesoro, at first, you want to use your phases of pressure. So you're going to start out light and work up a little bit heavier. With Tesoro, heavy for him is probably light for a 20-year-old quarter horse that's super dull. But for him, I'm going to tip his nose and bend him just like I was riding him. And then I'm just going to touch his side back where my leg would be. And if he just kind of stepped back there, see he's stepping back, then I need to not bring my rein so far back to me. He's got to go a little bit forward. So then I'll take my hand out just a little bit. Just like that. I'm not really touching him very heavily. So let's move on to the other side. Change my sides. Put my lead rope over his back, over his withers. Now you don't have to do that. This is just something that I do so that I'm not holding him. Same thing, I'm going to take my hand out and I'm just going to pet him here just a little bit. It's like a little bit of a tickle. So I don't know if that camera's following, but we'll see. So it's not really petting like this. It's just kind of a tickle here. Just kind of a tickle here. And if he's a little bit late, then I'll click to him. Good boy. Now, when it comes to the forehand, a lot of people I see end up being like this. So if they're on the left side of their horse, their rein hand's in the left hand. I learned and I found it works better if I have my hand in the right hand if he's going to the right. Reason being is if I'm asking him to move and I want him to be light and I want to be able to control forward and back movement, I've got to be able to make contact and connect with him. So when it's in my right hand on the left side, I can do that. I can just come through here and ask him to move over. And if he steps forward, I can just pick up on this rein. There, see, he went step back, up. If he stepped forward, I can step him back. Just like so. So again, I have this hand here connected to the rein. This hand I'm holding if I need to help him go a little bit faster, which you don't really have to with this horse. But if he steps forward, I can lift up this rein. See, it brings him right back to me. So now we're going to do the other side, just so we got both sides covered. And maybe the angles will help you see something that you didn't see before. So I'm just going to walk through here. Walk through here. And I'm just pushing him with my hands on his shoulder. I'm just pushing through. I'm just pushing with my hands. He wants to go forward here. So see, like if he's falling apart, like he's kind of falling apart just right there, then I'm going to find his balance again. I want to get to where the angle of the camera is. So I'm pushing right here with my hand that's connected to the rein on his shoulder. And then if I need any more assistance with him, I'm going to push on his cheek there. He doesn't normally have to do that, but some days, you know, our horses are not perfect. And he's still really green with all these things. All right, so the last thing we're going to talk about on our direct physical pressure is backing. And obviously leading there a little bit. So when I ask him to back up, same thing. If I'm riding him, pinky up, so it's just like a rein, like I was riding him. So I'm just going to pick up, and I'm not going to pull him down or straight back. I'm actually going to lift up on the rein just a little bit, or the lead, because I don't want him diving. I don't want him diving down and getting on his forehand. And so if I just lift up and just ask him to back up, just ask him to back up. And so I'm opening and closing my hands on that lead rope. Open, close, open, open, close, open, close. Same thing when I'm leading him forward. He should just keep that slack right there. And if he doesn't, then I close my hand. And that's usually enough for him to respond and then get right back to working with you nice and light. So I hope this helps you out with figuring out some of Tesoro's buttons and what he's capable of and what he's doing. You guys enjoy your day, enjoy your ride, enjoy your horses, and enjoy your lives.